Terrible. Ugh. Oh, man. Anyway, it's not a big deal. I guess it's a matter of 10 seconds or so, roughly. It's 9 a.m. here in Los Angeles. It's Tuesday, the 23rd of December, AD 2025. And Merry Christmas, y'all. Merry Christmas. I wore a flannel shirt. It looks so white. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Last show of the year, okay? For Hake, no more streaming live till Monday the 5th of January, AD 2025. So I ought to be live on all the platforms, right? I was late in toggling on the YouTube. Terrible. So the timestamps are going to be a little discrepancy. Nice shirt, Hake. Thank you, Mason Mon. Appreciate that. So you can call in 1-888-775-3773. Did I already get a super chat? Oh, no, here. Hold on. Let me check. Oh, here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So anyway, disclaimer. I don't know what I'm talking about. Neither do you. You don't even know what I'm talking about. All right. And Anchor Baby's going to be live, I think I said, before I started going. And so relax. You know, I would like to play a little bit of a Christmas song, if you don't mind. And I think it's best to play it now rather than later, because otherwise I am liable to forget. And I like this Christmas music from Phil Hahn and Steve Johnson that I play every year. You can't find it anywhere except in my Dropbox. I think I had to send it to them, too. They're old friends, you know. I had to Dropbox it to them, I think. Anyway, let's see. Xmas. I called it Xmas, which is Christmas, because X stands for Christ. And this is such a nice song. I thought I would share it with you. So here goes nothing.
Stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. Thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices. Sweet hymns of joy.
Isn't this nice? Yes, it's nice. It ain't David Meece, though.
When Christ was born.
Right on, Phil Hahn and Steve Johnson. Thank you guys for bearing with me through that beautiful music shout out. And you know what else is a shout out? It's my Friday. It's my chest day. The AJ Gallardo 7, 8 years to the day. Christmas written, fashioned, recorded on Christmas Eve of 2017, the original The Hake Report theme song, y'all. Let's just get right on with the show.
Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la.
Hey guys! I hope you're enjoying the AJ Gallardo original theme song of the Hake Report. Shout out. He's a liberal, so you know he's a good musician. Based.
Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la.
So, how y'all doing? I am fine. I have my flannel shirt on and the obvious bald moon on which we landed once a few times maybe or once or something, and it was real. And look, there's the beautiful ocean. The ocean is pushed up to the mountains because they have gravity, and towards the moon because it has gravity given to it by God, by the way. Just like the media is pushed towards our greatest president, Trump, as well as to our future president, because they too have gravity. Very nice. Anyway, thank you guys. I know there's a long intro. I appreciate you, your patience or lack thereof. I appreciate you still being here, even despite your lack of patience. Those of you who lack patience but still hang in there. And a shout out to a couple of super chatters here on the Hake Report. Look at that, white water. If I mosey on over to thehakereport.com and click on this YouTube live thing, I can see the fan funding, we've already met my goal. Look at all that. Look at all that support. Play that David Meece. Shout out to my brother who introduced me to David Meece, my older brother, Monimo. Gregatron wants David Meece. We want David Meece. And I could play David Meece. I totally could. Oh my gosh, I could. Optimistic Zia. Nice twinge rock. Hake. Hank. Thank you. And of course, Terry. So, Mrs. Terry, that is, to y'all. So glad Hake can finally afford full sleeves after getting remonetized. Nice. Abased. And since Gregatron requested it, let's see. This is going to be... I'll give you a couple of tastes of David Meece, all right? Here. Don't worry, I will get to content. Don't worry. It's a Christmas song, I think. How can I stop this, though? In the middle? I can't. Do I have Christmas songs? Hey. 80s, 90s. Isn't that nice?
See him lying, a cradle beneath him. See him smiling in the storm. See his mother praising his father.
God.
See his tiny eyelids fall.
I have to bring this down. It's a great song. Thank you, David Meece, and thank you, Gregatron, for the request. It's so tempting. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I did tell you I do too. David Meece. Real quick. I know there's no such thing as real quick. Is this the one? Oh, Lord. Hold on. Complicated business, folks.
All aboard for the gospel train. My seat's reserved and my ticket's paid. I'm gonna be there when the conductor says, all aboard for the gospel train. All aboard for the gospel train.
All aboard for the gospel train. How can you deny this music?
Everybody waiting for the judgment day when the saints all get on the gospel train. Won't be any stopping, any waiting in the line. It's just a one-way trip that into paradise.
So good, man.
with my back's all packed. And when I hear that whistle and the rumbling tracks, it's gonna be exciting when it's ready to go. When I board that train, it's gonna take me back home. All aboard for the gospel train. My seat's reserved and my ticket's paid. I'm gonna be there when the conductor sings. All aboard for the gospel train. All aboard for the gospel train.
All right.
Gonna leave my trials and my troubles behind. There's gonna be no sorrow.
I think this is enough, right? This is enough. We can move forward. All right. I did come to work today. Contrary to what William III might claim, I did want to work today, okay? I just had to share that with you because it's the end of the year, and why not share some nice stuff with you? Thank Gregatron or blame Gregatron, all right? Quick couple of super chats from Lin Yen Chin. You LYC bashers states, Matthew 25:40, humans treat mouth breathers well. Their tangent writing via depthless sense of syntax and plus extra vocabulary is a result of the oxymoron state, reasonable doubt. It is why 80% of the population are vaxxed/destroyed. Where they fall, we all fall, says Lin Yen Chin. Interesting. I'll have to look up Matthew 25:40. But let's see if it... see, I don't like... Oh, I know what I could do. Whatever. Lin Yen Chin also says, to the overreacting mouth breather who sees only disdain in my words, as the pulse of insecurity commands you to interpret, that is not my intent. I only made the clear exact purpose of Matthew 25:40, not rewrote it to fit my vanity. Be still and flow. Now you got me curious. Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Something to that effect, written in Matthew 25:40. That's one of the Gospels. It's in the Bible, the New Testament. Thank you, Lin Yen Chin. And also, real quick, because Lin Yen Chin got bashed by this guy, Mike, on a coffee from Mike, don't worry, popcorn, I won't become a U.S. citizen, 3 coffees actually, anytime soon. But hey, do y'all need more people like me? Maybe not for now, but one day, maybe, if it hits the fans, or this emoji, certain cute emoji hits the fans, and your life was on the line, would you trust a real ninja like me? Or a goofy black Asian who thinks that he's so smart because he writes books for super chats that don't mean anything? Emoji. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus, a white Santa with white beard. Emoji. Very nice. Thank you, Mike. And don't underestimate Lin Yen Chin. He is basically the Jamaican Bruce Lee. Okay, so do not underestimate him. Nice. Or sweet. In Canada, by the way. Okay, so a book from Popcorn, very cool. And Ego is Real says, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all. If no Mas means no more, does Christ Mas mean Christ more? Indeed, it does. Well, Mass actually means Mass. You know how the Catholics hold Mass. Thank you, Ego is Real. Not to be confused with Evil is Real. 2 different people. What's up, Pastor Shadilay? Donated 777 gold pills. Merry Christ Mass, Hank. God bless you and the JLP crew. That was over on Pilled Shadilay. Hopefully that's not a bad thing to say Shadilay. Pilled.net/The Hake Report. Popcorn, I will get to you soon. I want to get to some things, y'all, as well as your calls. Mass is sort of like, For your last day of the year, just take music requests, says Gregatron. That would be somewhat amusing, but a little bit irritating, perhaps, and I feel like I might be leaving something to be desired even by me myself. But thank you for the request. Nice. All right. Let me just double check over on the Rumble crew. What's up? I know it's not Friday, but this is kind of like a Friday because it's Friday on a Tuesday. Son of Liberty LGB says, LYN, Sticks. Yorba, Ybor City Fred, stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. Hank, thank you. YBOR City Fred. Oh, interesting. Shadilay is a fun rabbit hole, Hank, says Pastor Shadilay, who is a supporter over there on the Rumble crew, monthly supporter, that is. 80s disco music album cover has a Pepe frog with a magic wand. Album is a magic sound done by point emerging, probably entering Pepe. Whoa. Very fun. Because, you know, Pepe being the frog, the hateful frog, the white supremacist symbol called Pepe, the frog, who I think was made by a guy who's just some liberal cartoonist. But he got grabbed. Unless I'm confusing that with the dog cartoon that says, "This is fine." That also is a liberal cartoonist. Liberals seem to be the best artists. Even the Christians, if they're musicians, they're liberals. All right? And they're the best and most successful at it. You know, Ted Nugent, liberal. I know that you guys say he's not a liberal, he's conservative. But if you look closely, he must be a liberal. Yeah. And Hassan, too, liberal. And rap is music, and it is liberal. Shout out Big Bump. Big Bump tried to weasel out of being a liberal, saying rap is not music, so he's not liberal. All right. What's up, Bethany and all the rest of y'all? Mary, Mother Mary, on Facebook. Very cool. And Lalo, what a good singer/song. Agree with you. 9:09 a.m. What timestamp would that have been? Oh, maybe David Meece, One Small Child, or maybe Phil Hahn or Steve Johnson. Okay. Before I get to popcorn and your calls, you're free to call in. You're welcome there to call in. See, Popcorn has a commentary on Jesse's commentary and asks me for my commentary. I would like to mosey on down to the HakeReport.com and peruse some things, because there's some things been going on in the Epstein file drama, Trump's new battleships, Bondi Beach. They named the suspects, one of them dead now, rest in peace. Those boat strikes, whew. Whoever thought of boat strikes until Trump came along? He thinks outside the box. And California flooding, Redding is a mess. Oh my gosh. This is country rap song. Can I show this to you guys? Cover your ears, kids. I might allow, this is on threads.com, formerly threads.net. Parents often face such disrespect while trying to make ends meet. Parental victimhood. Am I right? Please, please. All right. So this is a clip for, I'm going to show you the video, and I might kind of see if I can mute. It's hard to work with this thing because Threads is Instagram, Meta. It's their wannabe X, their wannabe Twitter. So here's two black young men, a black gal. I'm not sure if that's a guy or gal. And he throws the PS4, but it was in a PS5 box, so they're all mad. And hey! he's like, I'm trying to cover it up because the little spoiled black kids are cussing. Not that little. There's that little kid. He's that's a young kid. You can understand that.
What you mean?
Little Gucci bag.
I wanted a Gucci bag.
She wanted a Gucci bag. This guy says, it's not what I wanted. Now, I'm afraid that they're going to say that SH blank blank. But unfortunately, you're not really getting the full feel.
Color pencils?
He gets mad.
It's for school.
7-year-old being ungrateful over a Christmas gift, and it was the only thing I could afford. See, victimhood on the part of the parents. And yeah, it's showing these bad, mostly black kids, some Hispanic. One of the people commenting, it's a reposted TikTok, okay?
Hey, come here, man. Come here.
Whoa.
Hey. Bro, get up, bro, go.
So the father or somebody screaming at him, he throws the TV or whatever it is down on the floor and stomps on it. Terrible. So, okay, why are you always doing this to me? It's not what I wanted. And after I had parents who, quote unquote, loved me, and so they got me stuff that I wanted. They paid attention to, or they got me something that I didn't know would be useful. That would be like, whoa, actually, I wouldn't have thought of that, but thank you. Handy for the most part. One time, one of my grandmas got me a purple sweater. I'm like, purple? I was like 7, 8. I got yelled at in the car afterwards. I didn't know better. Kids are rude by accident or on purpose, and that wasn't really on purpose. It was just a sort of a natural reaction. Down here, one of the liberal women is like, how come you don't show any white kids being spoiled? Well, white kids per capita are probably less spoiled. Or at least they're trained to act right and pretend to be grateful. And the parents don't get them stuff that they didn't want, seemingly. Our parents wanted us to love them.
Come here.
Whoa!
Hey. Bro, get up, bro, go outside.
Terrible, huh? Here's this one.
Hey, the heck?
And he stomps it. You do this. Okay, so every year y'all do this. After talking with one of the fellow experts and co-hosts on Punchy TV, I found out these kids are not necessarily wrong. This one wanted a Gucci bag, but instead got a little fake toy thing that's barely bigger than her hand. You see, some of these guys are... especially the mothers, or some certain mothers, or grandmothers or aunts, will purposely undermine and not get them what they wanted, and get them what the mother wanted. Now, white mothers do this too, but white mothers like to see the kids happy. But it seems like these black mothers, and some of them, at least per capita, enjoy seeing them not happy. Either way, they're getting a thrill. It's all about the mother, or it's all about whoever's getting whatever this is. And yeah, you can say the poorly raised thing that's obvious, and the lack of gratefulness and self-control and knowing how to act, of course. But if you're going to get Christmas presents and you're going to let them ask for what they want, then it seems like it would be better to get them something that they would like, or listen to what they're doing, or watch what they're doing. If it's something that they would be interested in, get that, rather than purposely undermine them for your sake. And I don't even get it, but it's a crazy mindset. And I've heard of wives who will purposely, quote unquote, accidentally mess up putting like a bandage on the back of an old husband and then play innocent. But they did it on purpose. Or they weren't paying attention because they're careless, which is basically the same thing as, on purpose. It's evil. It's kind of like Anchor Baby and I think, agree on this issue of the insanity defense. Of course they're insane. the people who commit crimes and try to plead insanity, of course they're insane. That doesn't mean that they're not guilty. They are still guilty of that crime and should be punished as such. And then if they need more of like a mental hospital, although I'm not fully in agreement with the mental hospital thing, because it's sort of atheist and chemical dependent rather than common sense knowing. Look at the misery. They can go to that too, but they should be punished and, oh, they didn't understand what they were doing. Give me a break, Anyway. This young man got shoes for a gift. Something, something, something. And I can't even scroll, can I? Yeah, I can't even scroll through. Anyway, that's parents' parental victimhood, playing victim to the people they raised, the young people they raised poorly and did wrong by with the Christmas so-called presents or birthday presents or whatever. And that's kind of how they are too. You think of rich kids as being spoiled. No, poor kids are more spoiled sometimes, so-called poor. And poor adults are sometimes more spoiled or every bit as spoiled as the rich people. Probably because everybody's more or less rich and living like kings in this country, including even the bums on the street. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Yes, I do. Tennis shoe. Okay. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Nice. This is another terrible thing that I didn't like seeing, and then I'll get to your calls. Wife guys are greater than edgelords per this gal. And is that all our future president is? So you know who's in the news lately? Even JD Vance, the vice president of the United States of America, is talking about my competitor, this man, who I just did the math and found out he's younger than he might be younger than anyway, I don't want to dox. One of my friends who was born when I was like a junior in high school in 1997. Doxed. 98. But anyway, much respect to our future president and our current vice president. I respect him as well. A little bit less so. Sort of. Yes, completely. JD Vance says Nick Fuentes can eat whoop after Fuentes attacked Vance's wife, Usha. You know that Indian gal. And JD Vance and Usha, they were both kind of agnostic, not really serious about his Christianity and her Hinduism, or his Catholicism, I guess, or whatever it is. He's Appalachian, according to what I understand from his backstory, he wrote some book, Hillbilly Elegy, that somebody made a movie out of it, some liberal, and single mother and grandmother, and they're a mess. And so can you really blame him? He didn't know better. And so he married her, and they have children now, and they didn't know better. And he hopes now that she will become a Christian. Isn't that nice? I think it's nice. But this person, don't dox her. Don't harass her. She'll self-dox, basically. Don't dox other than anything more than just her name. Danielle F., we'll call her, says, wife guys greater than edgelords. But is that all this man is? This young man is? Not that young. 27, 28, whatever he is. He's almost old enough to be president. Let me be clear. Anyone who attacks my wife, whether the name is Jen Psaki or Nick, can eat. That's my official policy as vice president of the United States, said Vance. And that's sort of a silly statement, obviously. He's being silly. It's sort of a joking thing to say. I read it as, if he's saying my official policy is vice president of the United States, right? Because anyway. And then Vance continued further saying later in the interview, maybe not too much later, is Nick Fuentes really the problem in this country? He's a podcaster. He has a dedicated group of young fans. Some of them have been to me. Don't read this out loud, kids, or whatever. Ladies, try not to cuss. Be ladies. To my friends and family, does that annoy me? Of course. But let's keep some perspective. For the past 5 to 10 years, I've watched one half of our political leadership. I covered this on the Jesse Lee Peterson show with Jesse Lee. Go all in on the idea that discriminating against whites in college admissions and jobs is not just okay, but affirmatively good. Yeah, you get them fired for saying the N-word, or just accuse them of racism and they're guilty and even past being proven innocent. For example, not Derek Chauvin. Not thinking of him, but Derek Chauvin too. No evidence, right? The guy who did in Darren Wilson, former officer Darren Wilson. They called him racist because the blacks are racist against him, if you want to believe in the fake racism thing. The blacks are prejudging him or blindly judging him. Many blacks are, and so he avoids going to black areas and hangs around white areas. And they called him racist. The victim blaming, if you will. It totally is victim blaming. He had to go into hiding because they accused him of shooting a man who had his hands up when he didn't have his hands up. And he had attacked him. And he was, according to some reports from even black witnesses, the more honest ones, I would say, was about to attack him again, bum rush him. If you believe racism is bad, Fuentes should occupy 1 second of your focus. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the whole thing is such racism even bad if you're telling the plain truth and you're not hating? The people with actual political power who've worked so hard to discriminate against white men should occupy many hours of it, says JD. Right on, JD. That's a little bit of perspective, except for the fact of kissing up to somebody attacking your wife. You know, that's what happens nowadays. You don't hear Trump getting all high and mighty, hopefully not anyway, when they go after beautiful Melania, do you? Oh, and then this guy said, sensitive wife guys, don't harass him either, will inherit the earth. And it got 27 likes. What? Wife guys. How humiliating of a term is that? It's called husbands, maybe? You could call it husbands. There's good and bad husbands. Mostly lame-os, I argue, because most people are lame. And then there's good and bad non-husband men. Wife guys. Please. All right. That's how they see JD. She sees him as a wife guy. Makes me... Where's my spittoon? Lord have mercy. Wife guys will be evaporated, says this Groiper Aryan. Yes. So, that's your little spit-worthy post, but don't harass her. She doesn't know anything. She's just a CEO of whatever this is. Conserving the true, good, and beautiful. Wife to somebody. Mom to somebody. Enter the arena. Mark 10:45. Shall we look it up? So, significant New Testament verse. Jesus teaches the Son of Man himself came not to be served, but to serve others and to give his life as a ransom for many. Nice. Shout out. Merry Christmas, you silly gal. You silly gal. Get off the internet. Well, I guess that's her husband's job to tell her that, I guess. Well, no, she has to obey me too. Okay. And then this guy who said sensitive guys. Whatever, dude. How embarrassing. Don't harass him. Christian, humble tweet peddler. Well, you forgot about the humble part, buddy. I think. Whatever, man. Do I know you? He looks familiar. So, Marty says, Merry Christmas, James and crew. Love you guys. And tomorrow is CrazyMotherDance 76th birthday. Happy early birthday. Hope you make it. CrazyMotherDance. Wishing you guys much love and be safe. See you next year if the Lord wills it. If the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. Very nice. By the way, you can see me right there too. But you know that. Okay, before I get to Beautiful Popcorn's Thump Kegs chat, Marty, CrazyMotherDance, fun name. I have to get to Mitt in Australia. Mitt, thank you for calling and holding, sir. Merry Christmas.
Hey, let me take you off speak, bro, and put some
So is it it's
like that.
It's officially winter here, I believe. Is it summer down there, down under?
It depends where on the east coast you are. I'm in about the middle where Queensland and New South Wales kind of meet, so it's kind of summer. Like, it's hot. It's really, really hot, actually.
Yeah.
Down south, though, there's snow. And, yeah, so it just depends where in Australia you are. I just want to send love and good wishes and give back to me the power of three, anything the love I give. But I love you, Hake. I love you, Jesse, and love from Australia. And, like, yeah, like, are you having a lovely Christmas so far? What's like? We're not going to see you till the 26th, hey?
No, we're not even going to see you till the 5th of whatever.
The 5th of January or
Yeah.
something. Oh, shit, I thought you'd come back.
So
on
it's
the 26th.
actually going to be the
5th of
6th.
January.
It'll be the 6th for you because it's already morning the next day for you guys, right?
Yeah.
So
It's we're at like, hold on, we're at like 4:45 in the morning right now.
Wow.
So I'm waiting for 9 a.m. 9 a.m. I got to go pick stuff up from somewhere, but I always.
So it's
listen to,
hot,
I
and yet
always
you have
listen-
Christmas lights, and you have Christmas.
and tinsel, and like.
Did you ever
know,
read like The Lion, the Witch, and the
trees are a bit
Wardrobe?
different. No, I didn't. But do you know on Friday, on Good Friday, what we celebrate?
On Good Friday, what do you celebrate?
Well, on Good Friday, that's the day we executed Christ. So we celebrate the death of Christ on Good Friday. So that's my holiday when I will. That's when I'll rejoice. But I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas and a very happy holidays.
You rejoice at the death of Christ?
I rejoice on I rejoice on Good Friday, baby. And
well,
you know where Judas
because
is?
it was
You know who we're
necessary,
talking about?
or what?
You know how you're saying, where is Judas? Judas is trapped in purgatory, in between heaven and hell. Heaven won't take him. Hell doesn't want him. Judas is trapped in like a purgatory of, you sold out your Lord, and that I, executed in the name of Rome over a couple of bits of silver. He's in purgatory, in my opinion. And yeah, so he's neither in heaven or hell. That's my answer to the biblical question, Jesse.
So are you Catholic? Where did you get the notion of purgatory?
I'm more like I'm an. You know how you're saying you're an I'm an ethobotanical chemist, so I study alkaloids of Mother Nature, and I believe in natural medicine. I believe every dis-ease, whether it be spiritual, physical, of the mind, can be cured with the alkaloids in the Amazon jungle and the Australian jungle. And, natural medicine is more powerful and bring back natural medicine. We outlawed Delta-8 in Australia. We said no to any Delta-8, any synthetic THC. We only allow real THC in our market, and it's only for medical use. And so we're semi-regulated, but like, you know, our federal system, we've capped at 1,000. Like,
So your religion is
use
drugs?
our beds for the border. Pardon me?
Your religion is the chemicals?
Well, alkaloids are kind of like Mother Nature's already made the chemical. We're just studying.
Do the
what
alkaloids tell you
they
about
mean.
purgatory?
No, but psychedelics taught me a lot about dimensions and purgatory, and you play with DMT and...
Purgatory is for purging the sins that are attached to you, and so that you don't have to go to hell, you can go to heaven.
Well, hell, imagine if you couldn't purge the sins that were attached to you over just a bit of silver.
I think that's what life is for. I think that's what your life here on Earth is for.
That means keep your circle close, keep your friends, you know, your friends, know who your friends are. Don't have Judases in your circle. Do ethics tests on people.
On
You know,
people? What
test
about
your
yourself,
friends.
though? Yourself, though?
Yeah,
I'm
on
cracking.
girls that you meet, on people that you meet.
On your own
I put
self.
ethic tests. I put stuff on the table and see if it stays on the table or if it disappears. It's not like the cat made it disappear, you know what I mean? If they fail ethic tests, they never come back to the castle again.
That's not gonna. You're
If
making sure that your friends are honest isn't gonna keep you out of. Isn't gonna do anything for your own soul, though.
It will keep Judases out of my circle, though.
I
won't
know,
it?
yeah, but that's not the point of purgatory. Is to purge your own sin, and so
Yeah.
purgatory sounds like it's, if it exists, it sounds like it's this life now. I don't know where
Well,
these
it's a
Catholics get
spiritual
this
life.
notion.
It's a spiritual life. We could stand next to our physical self in our spiritual form.
Yeah.
Wherever we're at our height in our life, in our spiritual life, is how God says you can have to our next form. And then, like, it's amazing when you've been to the other side. Like, it's anyway.
Oh man.
I've been to the other side so many times that, you know, we could go so deep on the subject, but, you know, I don't want to waste time. I know you've got other people to talk to. I just want to tell you love from Australia. You know, the psychedelic community loves you, and we love you. We love you, Hake.
So you have a whole community of people who love Hake?
Yeah,
A whole community of people who are into psychedelics who love Hake?
Yeah, a good 20, 30 people of those. And then, like, Jesse gets a good 10,000 views. Give him 2 or 3 days. Jesse's got 10,000 views on his...
I didn't know there was such a thing as a psychedelic community.
Yeah, well, we're pretty... That's what I mean. You got to keep your ethics...
Or are you talking about you yourself and the legion of demons inside of you?
I guess.
No,
yeah.
you're just going with whatever I say. Alkaloids
No,
are a
the
diverse
princes
group of naturally
principalities,
occurring...
Yeah. You tell me? I already know.
I disclaim this.
They're the chemicals that
Whoa,
plants
caffeine and morphine, pain relief.
Yeah.
Caffeine is an
alkaloids
alkaloid.
too.
Who knew?
Yeah, and do you know how many
That's
alkaloids
dangerous.
in raw...
Caffeine can make your heart beat fast.
Opium? Yeah, I'm having a Mother Rainbow
This
Sherbet
is-
now. It's a high energy drink, and I'm going to have another one before 9 o'clock. It's how much caffeine does it have? We've got limits in Australia, different. We made
course.
time limit. We changed Mountain Dew and made them take all the fire retardant out and everything. You made Mountain Dew pure. Our Mountain Dew is different to your American Mountain Dew. Like, we got
Wow.
so much cool stuff. Caffeine, 150 milligrams in this. It's called Mother Rainbow Sherbet.
Well, don't promote it. Don't mention the name. I don't want you promoting stuff on my show.
There's not enough for the rest of the. There's not enough for the rest of the world. We only spill it in like Australia and New Zealand. It doesn't get it. We don't have enough for anyone
Well,
else.
I don't want to know the name of it.
Reserve.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, okay. There is no name of it. Okay, it's just a Coca-Cola.
You're so, but do you?
Unspecified ads.
You're so out of it. I can barely talk to you, man.
What do you want to talk about?
No, I don't want to talk about
baby.
anything. Merry Christmas
All
to
right.
you. Thank you kindly
Merry
for the call.
Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Love you lots. And happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you too. And I'll let you go on with the show. I love you, Hake, mate.
Thank you, sir. Take care, man.
All right. Lots of love.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. I shake my head and I think about the lesson given to us by the great Alex in California, who said that you cannot trust, what are you guys called? Australians. I was listening to this actor because the Australians are every bit as backstabbery and, they're just rude or something. I was listening to this actor who said I forget what, but he said something like, oh yeah, he's from Austria. And he was asked about Austrians' perception of Germans. Germans are like a tank or something, or a aircraft carrier or a warship, a battleship, and Austrians are a waltz or something like that. They have nothing in common, but they do have a lot in common. But his point is that the Austrians like to be polite, whereas the Germans like to just have nice ways of saying things and carry a conversation, whereas the Germans are more direct and crude, if you will. Not necessarily crude in the sense of vulgar, but just to the point. And it reminded me of the fact that Irish and English have their stereotypes of one another. And also Americans have stereotypes of Australians. And so I saw this comment that said, Australians, they pretend to be rude, but they're not. Let me see if I can find this. Austrians, very polite, but don't mean it. Canadians, very polite and do mean it. Although Canadians cuss up a storm. Australians, very impolite, but don't mean it. French, very impolite and do mean it. So that's some of your different types of whites. Very interesting. I thought it was interesting. LUKA in Indiana is on the line over here. LUKA, thank you for calling, sir, and holding. What's up, man?
Thank you for taking my call. It's been a while, Hake.
It has. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you and Jesse Lee and all of your community.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and we still
You're a
rolling
musician,
with Trump.
Right? Aren't you a musician?
Yes. Yeah, I'm
and
still
so
doing the music.
And so I don't know if you are aware of my pigeonhole of all musicians being liberals. I don't know if I was saying it back when you were around a lot. But you're a liberal and you're pro-Trump.
Yeah, I used to be pretty liberal, and then like in 2017, I started noticing how good Trump was doing, how low gas prices were. So I started looking up videos of like Jesse Lee Peterson and you, and
nice, man.
And I woke up.
That's cool. Politically,
and I never looked back.
You also avoid chemtrails, right?
Yeah. Have you heard about those lately? With I think it was Tucker Carlson did a video about them.
I hadn't seen or heard about his segment on that.
Yeah, I really hope they get rid of them. Bill Gates is the one responsible for them, and they've got some real toxic things in them that are not good.
The point of it is
humanity.
to make our climate more mild in Southern California, at least the ones that are in Southern California. Is it to make the desert more temperate? Is that the idea?
That's what they say, but...
the other point is to cloud seed and make it rain, right?
Yeah.
And is there a third point? Maybe
what
pesticides?
Bill Gates, I think, wants to do is, basically population control and blocking out our sun, which is not good for humans. Plus, there's aluminum particles in them, which can cause cancer and ruin our food supply when they fall down to the earth.
Wow.
But, DeSantis in Florida banned chemtrails recently.
Really?
Yeah, he's doing a lot of good work there.
That's
He also
interesting.
banned transgender stuff, like around children.
Oh
He's
yeah.
doing good.
You know what? Going back to the chemtrails thing and the sense of health. You're a healthy man, I believe.
Oh, yes. All
Um,
organic,
yeah.
vegan.
Do you have to be vegan to be healthy?
It's preferable. I mean, you got to eat your super seeds like flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds to get your protein and omega 3, 6, and 9. But
Soy is
yeah,
okay.
red meat especially.
Soy is actually okay. It doesn't make you girly.
I've heard soy is actually bad. I avoid soy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that it's actually just fine as a protein source.
Are
According
you
to
becoming a soy boy?
yeah, I'm listening to this Jewish bodybuilder advice man on the internet, and he
Well,
said
there's your trouble.
he said tap water is just fine unless you're in,
Oh, no.
you know, and then soy is actually just fine. And
Oh,
he
Lord.
looks okay. I mean, he is sort of a liberal, and he's sort of degenerate. He's not Christian. But
Well,
anyway,
speaking of chemtrails, Bill Gates also poisons our water with fluoride. So that's why I don't drink the tap water. It's a neurotoxin.
how do you keep your teeth from getting cavities then?
You brush them with baking soda, coconut oil, because that's really all it takes. All that fluoride stuff is a lie. It doesn't eliminate cavities.
Is the coconut oil white or clear?
It's clear. You get the unrefined, never been heated type. It'll be white if it's refined, but unrefined is more expensive and more healthy.
That's awesome, man. Anyway, you called.
This has been Luka's health tips on the Hake Report.
Now, I disclaim I neither agree nor disagree, of course.
Yes.
Go ahead. You called in about some Trump news.
Oh, yeah. I mean, isn't it wonderful that Trump is deporting all these violent, illegal criminals and making our streets safe again just in time for Christmas?
Yeah. I think that will have an effect, and it'll help the job situation. It'll help the housing situation, especially if he successfully, as he wants to, get his deportation numbers up. You know, there's been detractors, criticizers, people who have probably valid criticisms that the deportation numbers are low, but I don't see that as a betrayal at all by Trump. It's just it's tough to get the numbers up, but we're going to get them up, I think. Or he will.
Yeah, and just stopping the inflow at the border has been a really great accomplishment.
Yeah, huge. That's an undeniable one. Do you know, are you friends? Have you been friends over the years in, whether in Indiana or wherever you have been over your life with illegals? Like I have?
Like probably 20 years ago, I was friends with these girls that were from Mexico, and they admitted that they were illegal. And this was back before it was a really big problem. And yeah, I was more liberal back then, so I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But that was basically it. I haven't met any since, really.
You know, it was a really big problem even back then, but you weren't aware of it. Yeah, because yeah. But it's even worse now. It's so crazy. And the communism in their mindsets and in their supporters' mindsets is really taking a hold. Communism is really taking a hold in the minds of so many of us. I mean, I guess I say communism, but the evil human nature of victimhood and feeling sorry for people and sharing stuff with people who don't deserve it and shouldn't get it, and just this self-destruction type stuff.
Yeah, it's like before we help out anybody, we should be helping out our homeless veterans. We should be helping out American citizens. And I think that's what Trump is doing. I mean, look at that 1776, dollars he just sent to all the military.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Cool. He's always been like that. He's always been helping people whom he sees and wants to help, and honoring and being a real American, as the Hulk Hogan song or whatever Derringer, whatever the guy's name is, song goes.
It's a shame Hulk Hogan died.
Yeah.
But there's a couple other really good celebrities, like Sylvester Stallone is rocking with Trump, and
nice.
You got like the Dana White, and there's some good ones, but there's a lot of really bad ones in Hollywood. You know, this whole Satanism thing going around needs to be stopped.
Do you share my qualms about the slap fighting thing that Dana White took charge of a company or made a company that holds slap fights where you slap men slap one another in the face? And
yeah, I've seen videos of those, but I don't know much about it. What's your qualms with it?
They're shaking their brain inside their head, and it's
hurt. Just like football. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think football is a very good idea either.
You might be right about that.
There's a lot of concussions.
Well, you are a liberal, and I'm kind of a liberal too. You know, because the liberals were really going after football and making it girly, and Rush Limbaugh, my former competitor, I got rid of him. No, just kidding. Rest in peace to Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was pro football, but American football where they really beat each other up.
I mean, I like martial arts and stuff, but I don't know, some of these when you're getting your brain rattled, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, totally, man. But
One
anyway,
of your commenters said LUKA with the beta back ribs. Beta back.
Indeed.
Remember Jesse said that to me once.
So you had a messed up back too?
No, I was talking about my ex-brother-in-law, and Jesse cut me off. He goes, beta back. And it got on those video clips.
Nice.
What's that guy's channel called? He always clips.
Get a job.
Yeah, Get a Job. So I finally made it on Get a Job.
Right on.
But yeah, it's good to be back. You know, I had to disappear for a while because there was some negative people in the chats, but I blocked all them and got rid of the toxic people in my life. And so now I can start hanging out again, checking out your lives.
Well, right on, man. Yeah, the Snake Pit it's basically a whole new crew over there in the Snake Pit. A lot of new people, I think, and a lot of
noticing.
out with
Jesus
the old, in with
there?
the new.
Yeah. And you still Nick, is he still doing shows?
Anchor Baby is live right after Hake, and he's live.
All right.
Yeah, he's live from 11 to 1 Pacific time, Monday through Friday. Well, not 11 on Friday because the Fallen State happens at 11 Pacific time.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll check those out for sure.
Yeah, he has a great show.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool hearing from you,
like
Luka.
I said, yeah, good hearing from you, Hake, and I'll talk to you next time, and see you after January 5th. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Same to you, sir. Take care.
Later.
Bye. That's fun. Interesting to hear from him again. Okay. It's time. Okay, and it's chest day. Shall I open the treasure chest over on the DLive crew? I think I better since it crossed my mind, you know. And then I shall get to the this DLive thing. Merry Christmas. It's your Friday on a Tuesday. Christmas Adam, the day before Christmas Eve. It's not a real word, but here. Have some huge Hake chest. Is that what you guys mean by shake them whatevers? Thank you to Games for Rec. Just Mugsy. Hopefully that's not something bad. Potleaf. Noah's Ark, Kansas. Triple Alert 5000. And of course, Kilo Alpha Tango. Nice. It's not Obama's sunken chest. It's the redistribution of lemons. Are they lemons anymore? Congratulations to Kilo Alpha Tango, Triple Alert 5000, Potleaf, NRDJ, Noah's Ark, Kansas, and the rest, y'all. Very kind. What's up, telephones hold? I don't disclose. Telephones hold, asks, is James still single? I don't disclose whether I have a wife and kids. Just call me one of the other guys who doesn't disclose such things. Whom you don't know because he doesn't disclose. Except he doesn't say that he doesn't disclose. So he doesn't even bring it up. but I bring it up. Anyway. Shout out to the DLive crew. DLive.tv/The Hake Report. Popcorn's Thump Keg. Or is it Thump Keg or Thump Keg? Is it Mesa or Mesa? Is it Jeff Bezos or Jeff Bezos? Anyway, Popcorn's Thump Keg. Really interesting commentary from Jesse today in response to the news story about the 3 kids, 8, 11, and 12, something like that, ages, who stole a car in Cleveland, a Kia. I was thinking about those Koreans, those South Koreans. They're not used to people stealing so much. They're not used to our stealing culture, which is to say, culture. From your vantage point, what does covering stories like that on the show do for the audience? Please answer that. Jesse has admitted he doesn't find these clips himself. One of the experts is producer, man, to be finding them and bringing it to his attention. Yeah, saying things like white people, these kids are going to grow up. Do you mind if I read your super chat all the way before I answer? Because I didn't really pay full attention to his commentary after that specific story, but I kind of get the notion about black crime. He covers it. You know, he has a black audience, and black crime is an issue. Saying things like, white people, these kids are going to grow up and they're coming after you. Surely that will unite the races, right? Definitely won't breed fear or resentment in anyone. Eye roll. No, Jesse's not putting fear in anybody. I don't condone what the kids did, but let's not lose sight of their age and the power of social media, which you and I didn't have. Yeah, we didn't have social media. That's true. You know that black youth rarely, if ever, get the benefit of being kids. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I think I might know what you mean by that. Oh yeah, here we go. They're often viewed as older than they really are. Yeah, they go through puberty quicker, or they grow tall faster, or whatever. They should know better, menacing, etc. When their white youth get called knuckleheads or something similar, boys will be boys, Dennis the Menace, and given the chance to learn from their mistake. Kids model what they see. They're like sponges. Again, not condoning. Indeed. I'm asking, what's the point of highlighting it? What's the goal? Know what's out there. People are always like, oh, it was a kid. Kids will kill you. So-called kids. Jesse has no idea what those kids will grow up to be. Republican Daryl Issa. Remember Daryl Issa? Whatever his name is. Has a past that involves alleged car theft and some other things. And he went on to become a U.S. House Representative. A rhino, by the way. We thought he was tough, or I did. But if I recall correctly, he was kind of a rhino. Byron Donalds, the black dude, Republican, has convictions for things, too, that were later expunged. I think it's irresponsible of Jesse to suggest that these kids are going to grow up and come after white folks. You let them in your government, etc. It's all fear-mongering. No, man, it's warning. He sees what's coming, and it has come. Look at the degenerate, lame-o, ridiculous people who have been in the government for decades. It's kind of like what the beautiful South people were complaining about, man. People who couldn't even read were being elected, basically, I surmise, as puppets down in the beautiful South. Black Americans were being brought in and carpetbaggers put into the government. It's kind of no wonder they made that evil group. They were evil, right? The KKK. Contrast the reaction to that story with the one from the 7-year-old who took his parents' car and tried to drive it to the store. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. The white young man, right? Something like that. And the mother got arrested.
Safety first for this driver, strapping on his seatbelt as he settles into the driver's seat. One big problem. He's just 7 years old. Dashboard cameras captured Daniel Wittenbach taking his family's SUV for a morning joyride.
Do I get copyrighted blocked from Inside Edition? Probably not.
We almost hit another work vehicle.
It was a boy, a child.
He's driving the wrong way into oncoming traffic in Middletown, Ohio. Cars swerve to avoid young Daniel, who's a decade shy of getting his license.
How old is he?
You can hear him
Whoa!
playing music along the way. But then the
Whoa,
inevitable
Nelly.
happens. He hits a median and slows down. Another driver tries to help, wrapping a shirt around his hands, trying to smash in the window. Only then does Daniel think he's going to get into trouble.
Stop! It's my mom's car!
He didn't understand that people were trying to help him and trying to stop the
That's your
vehicle.
dad.
Another driver tries to body block the SUV, but it still hits this Jeep head on.
Oh.
You're okay. You're okay.
Daniel wasn't hurt and remains blissfully unaware of the danger that he was in. So where was he going?
His only response was, "Well, I just wanted a slushie from Speedway."
Turns out his parents keep the keys stored high on a wall, but Daniel's a climber.
Look at
I'm just
him.
thankful
He's a climber.
that he's alive.
But let me go back to that. I talked over it.
On a wall, but Daniel's a climber.
I'm just thankful that he's alive.
Thank you, Popcorn. And look at my reaction. Look at the comments. Both involved kids. Both involved taking cards. One of his own parents. Both wrong. Sort of. One is viewed as almost whimsical. The other as a state of emergency. Is there an Didn't those kids steal they stole a Kia. Anyway. Is there an arbitrary age where a kid isn't a kid? Throw a dart, age 11. Speak up and age 12. Not a kid anymore. But you turn evil well before you're age 12. You're just a man at 12. Per the Jews said it. I believe it. That settles it. Speak up and don't be angry is a nothing burger. So claims Popcorn. So he thinks that you can't speak up and not be that it means nothing. Basically, to speak up and don't be angry. You should speak up and don't be angry. Should be kind of like Trump or our future president. Seemingly. Speak up, don't be angry. That's not a nothing burger, man. And it won't breed fear and resentment because they already have fear and resentment. And he has the solution to that fear and resentment through forgiveness and not being crazy. He has common sense. You're basically being a Joe from Phoenix, Arizona right now, Popcorn, whom I had to... Merry Christmas, by the way, to Joe in Phoenix, Arizona, whom I had to ban. In that you are falsely accusing Jesse of doing something that is what you guys do. Like, you're doing that by accusing him of doing that, is what you're doing. You're saying, oh... It's like those people who used to call into my show saying, oh, you're causing it to be more dangerous for black people because white people are going to be afraid and angry at us. They're already afraid and angry at you. He's solving the problem through pointing out the truth of what's going on and adding in the forgiveness. And it's all truth, speaking the truth in love. Those specific kids, I don't think Jesse was predicting that those specific kids are going to be running the show, but kids like that, as in kids as in children. Kids as in children. And white people don't do this stuff to the level, even your example was a non-parallel in that the kid didn't steal somebody else's Kia. They don't make stuff to... He took his parents' car, borrowed it to go to the store. That's crazy, though. What a mess. I don't know if the boy did anything wrong. Morally speaking, those black kids, they definitely did something that one would call morally wrong in that it's stealing a car in Cleveland, Ohio. So the point is, look what's happening. This is crazy. This is an extreme example of the out-of-control young black Americans, parents doing a poor job, grandparents doing and did a poor job, great-grandparents doing and did a poor job, the so-called civil rights movement, a complete disgrace. their age, yes, their age is part of the point of that story. I agree. TikTok is bad. Your parents shouldn't let the kids on TikTok because TikTok tells you how to steal a Kia or a Hyundai or Hyundai, whatever, how you pronounce it. Those Koreans aren't used to low trust society. They're used to a higher trust society that you can steal. Just because you can doesn't mean you should and will or do. A mess. And the point isn't to hold it against those kids for life. He doesn't hold. There's criminals who've, I know and like criminals and homeless bums and blacks and illegals. You deal with the person. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's what they're doing, though. He says, I personally think it's irresponsible for Jesse to suggest these kids, or kids in general like this, are going to grow up and come after white folks. That's what they're doing. They're in the government. They're in the suburbs. They're in Beverly Hills. And out of control, popcorn, you're being unreasonable. Pretending to be reasonable. Or in your mind, you think you're being reasonable, I guess. And you're always trying to find a whites do it too type of thing. But you don't react the same way. But anyway, Merry Christmas to Popcorn. Shout out. I didn't catch his commentary, so I don't know what all, but I do vaguely recall the thing that you mentioned. Very nice. And that it does a service to the audience. Look at these cute black kids, but watch out. They're not so innocent. Children are not innocent. Especially, and at a younger and younger age, they lose their innocence, if you will, their naivety. They turn evil. Well before they're adults. Well before they're adults. So blame Derek, the black producer. The Nazi coon. Derek did it, Popcorn. Blame Derek. No, but thank Derek, honestly. Because Derek grew up in worse than this. Well, I don't know. They were kind of just driving away and running from cops. Fortunately, they didn't hurt anybody that I know of. 3 kids stole a car. 1 kid borrowed parents' car. Okay, so nice. That's, I guess, enough. Enough, right? I think it was fairly thorough, right? Cesar, sup, Hake? My last coffees of the year. He says coffee, but it's 3. Please stop listening to Mike for advice. Which Mike? I used to listen to him, but then I found out he was wrong about one exercise. So what else is he wrong about? You're talking about Dr. Mike? Whatever, man. I'm kind of being tongue-in-cheek about the soy. I have not consumed much, if any, soy since saying soy is fine. I have gone back to tap water. And I follow him on the well, I don't do curls. Well, I don't disclose whether I do curls. But I follow him on the eccentric, where you're going down, and I do my squats, no weights, slow on the eccentric. You can actually get a good workout like that. And also some guy who died, who only used to do like 1 rep. Metzger or whatever, he did it slow on the eccentric. And that's your real workout. This is the weak point. It was anyway. I just landed in ATL, Atlanta, I guess. About to spend Christmas here this year. Are you traveling anywhere? If you're in the doxing mood, LOL. I think I'll probably stay local. It's supposed to start raining here soon, and, heavy rain. So I'll probably stay local. I may, since you're asking, go somewhere. Beach, mountains, Vegas, Willow Beach, most likely not. I may go into the mountains, though. Remember when I last spoke about silver almost 2 weeks ago, mentioned it was $61 an ounce. Just check now, and it's 71. Better stock up, bud. That's his advice. I disclaim. We don't give investment advice here. I don't, personally. Cesar, he has the freedom of speech. You know, I don't. The reason about that, I think it's whatever. It's kind of like legal advice, investment advice, medical advice. Those certified experts want to have a monopoly on all the advice. And so they can get you censored or something. I don't know. Probably. The silver thing is benign, probably. But I disclaim. I don't represent myself, nor does Cesar represent me, Bond, JLP. Info may be false, especially like the soy thing or, Merry Christmas again, my friend. Be safe, and we'll see you next year if the creek doesn't rise. Spoken like a white man, even though he's Dominican. But Dominicans don't say don't rise. Creek don't rise. And I think I saw something. Optimistic Zaya what? I saw this before. Zaya. Thank you, man. You're supposed to drive against traffic so that you can get used to people trying to drive against you. I'm pretty sure he's kidding. Pretty sure. Okay, so drive against traffic. No, you're supposed to drive with the traffic. Just FYI. Thank you, Cesar. Oh, Mike. He's probably talking about Dr. Mike. Michael the Archangel. That's who it is. That's whom we're talking. The person about whom we're talking. Refresh that. Refresh that. I don't want to cover Marjorie Green. David in Texas is on the line over here. David, thank you for calling and holding, sir. What's up? Come on.
What is up?
Hey.
How are you, sir?
Doing fine. Thank you.
Thank you for taking my call. I want to start the call out by saying I disclose everything I think, hear, say, see, and do.
Disclaim. Yes.
I just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, man, and want to tell you how much I appreciate you and what you do, what you've done for me personally, and what you're doing for others.
All right, man.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Cool, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and tell you thanks again.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate your calls and your well wishes, and Happy New Year to you. Hope to continue in to a great year next year.
Amen to that.
Thank you, man.
All right, buddy.
All right. Bye. Jaime, Minnesota. Jaime, Merry Christmas, man.
How's it going, Hake?
It's going well, I think.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, how about you?
Hey, pretty good.
Cool.
That popcorn guy, he's kind of a racist.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
Because he wants these people treated differently based on the color of their skin.
Elaborate a little bit more for me.
Well, white kids would be just as berated as what Jesse did for the black kids. He would berate them the same.
Yeah. And how is that treating them differently based on the color of their skin?
No, popcorn is advocating for them to be treated differently.
How so?
To be treated with a lighter hand.
Oh. Treat the black kids differently.
Yeah. Don't be so hard on them.
Yeah.
And then he gives these excuses saying that people are treating them so hard because of old tropes.
Right.
20-year-old tropes.
Yeah.
That worked.
What he doesn't realize is black kids often are much more out of control than the white kids. Like the level of the crime is so different. And they try to find similar incidents and say, see, white people are treated differently. But it's like the scope, the per capita thing, you know how it's so much more common among the blacks, and it's so much more extreme. Stomping heads, all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. It's on another level. It's emergency level. JLP is sounding the alarm, and guys like Popcorn are seeing something wrong with him for seeing something wrong with them. Typical. Right. That's typical communism.
My question to Popcorn is, why are you so racist? Why are you such a racist person?
Meaning he's identifying with his blackness?
No, he's treating these black people differently and advocating for their being treated differently. It's not right. It's not what Martin Luther King stood for.
It is what he stood for. He totally stood for that. He was pretending not to. And that's kind of what Popcorn is. Popcorn is lost in his head just like MLK was, a communist.
There's a group from history that perfectly mimics Popcorn, and that's the Bolshevik party.
Explain to me, because I don't really remember that. That was in government and economics class. Yeah, go ahead.
The 1900s, they were a Marxist political group, and they were diverse.
Oh, okay.
They were a diverse, multinational, national people in politics.
Yeah.
And mostly they were Russian, ethnic Russian.
Okay.
Then Jewish.
Yeah.
Then others.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of weak compared to what America has right now.
Oh,
on
yeah.
The Democratic side. That is real diversity.
Yeah, off the deep end.
What America has is, the Bolsheviks had a light version of diversity, very light.
And it's all the satanic version of diversity, because there's a godly, natural, if you want to use the word diversity.
Yeah.
But this is the unnatural, follow the crowd. Go ahead.
The godly diversity is separate.
Yeah.
Separate. Everybody's separate.
That's so true, man.
That's some good diversity right there. There's plenty of land. The land's big enough for it.
Yeah, and then if they do come together, it would be kind of like a natural thing and not this artificial mama spirit evil thing that they're doing.
And out in the rural areas, it's already separate. It's separate out here. In the rural areas, the problem is the big cities like you people are in.
Yeah.
You guys got way too much diversity for a city.
Yeah.
And something about some of these other callers saying, why can't we get, they're usually black. Why can't we get a city in, that Tulsa, Black Wall Street? The whole way to get your own city is you got to pay for it. Nobody's going to give you a city.
Right.
Nobody's going to give you Chicago.
Yeah.
If you want a city of your own, you have to pay for the land.
Wait.
Articles.
I feel like we lost track. The Bolsheviks.
Right.
Not only were they diverse, but they were subversive and denying of. Were they kind of committing violent crime or supporting the committal of violent crime and subversive like that?
Well, what the Bolsheviks wanted was a group of professional radicals running the government.
Yeah.
They wanted a small group deciding politics. And they lied to the people and said, we're for the working class.
Right.
And their policies were not for the working class. So people are dumb. Back over in that day and even today, whoever's got the biggest microphone is probably going to get the most people. But the Bolsheviks, they were liars. They followed Marxism. They followed Lenin, and it'll never end.
Yeah.
But Popcorn, crazy racist, man.
Do you believe that
But I
racism
wanted
is
to-
real? What is racism?
No, he's just an evil guy.
I see him as an intellectual, first of all. I mean, it's so obvious the way that he speaks and communicates and thinks is an intellectual, which is to say that he has lost touch with a certain level of common sense. And it might be a judgmental person. There was a great definition of intellectual versus intelligent. An intellectual accepts and rejects things, and rejects things. An intelligent person neither accepts nor rejects. And in that sense, a lot of us, not you necessarily, but a lot of us over here on our side, if you will, if we have a side, those of us who take a side against popcorn are guilty of that intellectualism too, judgment, and not necessarily knowing and not being still, lack of stillness. And so we're moved and bothered by popcorn, and because of that, that just invites him to judge us back again, so it's endless judgment between two devils.
Well, it is a talk show, and
No, I totally like talking about popcorn and talking to popcorn and disagreeing with him and all that. I'm not addressing your comments at all.
Well, I'm just saying it's politics, and it's a talk show, and I don't think saying that either us or popcorn are judging just because we're giving our thoughts and opinions on it. It's not judging. We're not judging. We're just talking.
Well, some
You know
people
what I mean?
are
with your idea about intellectualism and whatever the other word was that you used.
intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intellectualism and intelligence.
Yeah, totally.
But I'd love to hear popcorn call in and defend some of these things that he's saying in live time, because be interesting to hear. And I think popcorn is actually Ronnie.
No, I don't think he is. That's funny.
Hey, about that suicide thing in the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Back in, you got St. Augustine Aquinas and some other saint.
Thomas
people.
Aquinas
They wrote-
and St. Augustine are two different people, I'm pretty sure. But yes.
Right.
Yep.
They both wrote books in separate times. I think St. Augustine was like 320 AD. He wrote a book called City of God. And in it, he put in that suicide is a mortal sin and that you go to hell.
Wow.
So also St. Aquinas wrote a thesis about the same thing and gave his opinion in like 1200s that you go to hell if you commit suicide.
Wow.
So no, it doesn't say it in the Bible.
Right.
But you see, the whole thing with religion is you got these intellectual people and then they debate each other. And whoever loses, politics, a lot of politics in religion, whoever wins the argument, their ideas keep going. And the other ones die off. They don't really die off because everybody has their own beliefs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why there's always a resurgence of things.
And then people
Because
say,
people-
oh, this was debunked a long time ago. And no, it may have been right a long time ago type stuff.
Right. It's a debate and nobody knows for sure.
Yeah.
But what you do know is that authorities write books and then everybody points to them. And the reason why the Catholics think a lot of what they think about is because they think Peter got the keys and that makes him Pope, that makes him Vicar of Christ.
Yeah. Wow.
So nothing you can really do about it. Once the Great War against the Catholics and Muslims restarts, I'm going Catholic.
Nice.
I'll believe whatever
what
they
about
want me to
us?
believe.
Are we the Protestants too lame and namby-pamby and limp-wristed to be relevant? Don't answer that.
All right, well,
It's
Merry
good.
Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for the year.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
And thank Donald Trump.
Yeah. Well, shout out to you and yours, Jaime.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Catch American Anchor Baby. He is set to go live in not too long, okay? Not too long. And I don't see the Rumble yet, but I will. I'm sure I'll see it. Whatever. Anyway, Pastor Shadilay donated 111 gold pills saying, quote, "Dump Cake is a beta male critical race theorist. BT blank O Marxist." Big smile. Nice. I call him like I see him. I'm with you. You definitely call him like you see him. But I'm just saying, don't. Anyway, overcome the judgment. We should overcome the judgment. Whatever. Okay. Appeal to authority. Yeah, totally, man. I don't really like or trust these Catholics or these Orthodox or the Protestants, of course. I don't like anybody. I don't like your kind around here. But we love everybody, if we love anybody. Popcorn with a follow-up, I believe, over here. We just have a difference of opinion on a lot of things, and there's nothing wrong with that, says Popcorn. Nice. Right on, man. I think there's a segment of the population that generally view black people as the problem. Yeah, they're wrong about that. They're a symptom. They're not the problem. And nor are the Jays the problem. They're a symptom, not the problem. The adolescence of black children doesn't matter to them. They should just have known better, regardless of how old they are. Oh, yeah, I get you. The Inside Edition story definitely would have received a different reaction had the kid been black. Not like that, though. Not if it was like the same type of dad, the same type of kid, the keys on the thing, and he went to go get a McFlurry or whatever. I disavow McFlurry. Not endorsing it. Anyway, I completely disagree. Read the YouTube comments. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm not going to go over and read them just for the sake of time, but I kind of get your drift in that the YouTube comments, sometimes the people are like over the top with the black stuff, black stuff. I'm not saying Jesse's going to provoke anyone to anger, but I am saying his commentary isn't you see these kids that are just as angry as you, forgive them. But he always says stuff like that. Remember that person who the white kid, young man, who tried to shoot the shoplifter earlier this week? He said the same spirit is in you. And everybody, he says it's the same spirit, man. Yeah, like you couldn't have come up with that if he didn't say that. Anyway, Merry Christmas. And speaking of Joe, I would think it was pretty weak to ban him. Just my 2 cents. You literally put Mark on hold 6 times one episode as he advocated for people to boycott your show. And that didn't get him banned. I know, but he puts himself out. Like he stopped calling. Anyway, you and Joe disagree, but I think banning him was wrong. It wasn't based on the disagreement at all. It's based on him wanting my show to be banned and justifying that. And not beyond just banning the show. It's, anyway, I don't really have to justify it to you. But bringing up court and all this stuff, he's a lawyer, type of liar guy. In that, lawyers are liars. Let God be true and every man a liar, right? So it was that type. It's just a snake. I'm for snakes. I love snakes. I respectfully ban that particular snake. And Mark, too. He's not wrong that Mark is he tries to contain himself, but he's angry, and you can't trust an angry man. He's accusing me of hating women. No, not so much. Regardless of whether I hate women, you hate men, Mark. You hate men. Because you hate whoever you hate. You hate communists and race mixers. Or communism and race mixing. Oh, Lord. And just, anyway. So, yeah, shout out. It's weak or not, I'm right on that. And I should have done it actually a long time ago. Or I just shouldn't have, maybe I shouldn't have let it go on long. Because I get carried away in conversations with people, you know? So it's my fault that I had to ban them. You know? It's my fault. Perhaps, you know, there may be a jubilee in 7 years or whatever down the road. We don't know. I'm clicking around, trying to make sure that I'm caught up on things, if you will. Yes, Anchor Baby is scheduled on the Rumble first. Okay, nice. So thank you very kindly, Popcorn, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. Much appreciation, man. I feel like you add to the show. Others complain. They may not know. I may not know either. Regardless, shout out. Pilled, I think it was the Shadilay one. Popcorn. Weak to ban? I think it was weak of me to let it get to the point where I had to ban him. So, how about that? How about that? So I have about 10 minutes. So, 10 minutes to the end of the year. Eddie in Kansas City. Eddie, thank you for calling and holding, sir. What's up?
The Hank Report.
Hey.
How's everything down there, man?
Everything is fine down here. There's going to a storm coming in. How about you over in Kansas City? Is it Missouri or Kansas City, Kansas?
It's Kansas City, Kansas.
Really? I'm glad I asked.
I'm just walking down the yellow brick road.
Right on. Are you white or black, or is this your first time calling? Or brown?
During this call, I want you to figure it out.
Okay. Nice.
But one thing I wanted to really say is, is it gonna be a black Christmas or a white Christmas? Because I wanted to call it Hank. I wanted to call you up and see where are we at.
I think we'll call it a muddy Christmas. How about that? Neither black nor white, but brown. It's a brown Christmas. But it's a beautiful brown Christmas.
Ooh, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you hit it. Yeah, you hit it on the head. It's definitely going to be a brown Christmas. Yeah.
Right on, man.
No, I'm just calling, bro. Just giving you the Christmas spirit, you know, and enjoy the rest of your day. All right.
Thank you, sir. Call again if you ever like.
Okay, thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you, man.
Christian Click.
Oh, he got me on it. Ooh, he's good. Rick in Hampton, VA. How you doing, Rick?
What's up, Brother James? Merry Christmas to you guys, man.
Thank you, man. You are Black Santa Claus, but you're fit, not fat. Shout out.
I received that, Brother James. I received that, my brother.
Because you're jolly.
Yes,
you're always jolly calling in.
Man, I'll tell you, man, I love it. It's good for your health, James, for sure. Being happy is good for your health, and it's free.
That's right. I think that's in the Bible, too. A joyful spirit or something like that is good like a medicine.
Yeah, it's good for the bones. It really is.
But a broken spirit dries the bones. A cheerful heart,
like
a broken spirit. Nice.
Yeah, I think it's what is it? It's a merry heart is good. Good for the spirit.
Yeah.
Yep, it's true because you know when you're mad, when you angry all the time, it kills you slowly.
Yeah. And you end up reaching for things that are bad for you too.
What's that, James?
You end up reaching for things that are bad for you too.
Yeah, absolutely. But a lot of people don't understand. I think people think being angry is spiritual. I don't know where they get that from, but that's what I believe.
Yeah, it is spiritual, right?
Yeah, the other way though, not in making you closer to God. I can guarantee you that.
Right.
Yep, that's for sure.
Oh, meaning it's like a good thing, like it's righteous. They think their anger is a righteous anger.
Yeah, they think it's make them get close to God being angry.
Totally. Let me
And
find
you know, when people have trauma, man, they think when they have trauma, the world got to deal with their bad behavior. Anytime you have trauma, if it causes you to behave negatively, you need to get help ASAP.
Wow, you're right. It is Mary Hart per the King James Version. You King James
Yes,
only
sir.
people? Hey, reminded by...
Mary Hart is good. Is good for the heart.
Yeah, good like a medicine. But a broken spirit drieth the bones. Very
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Based.
That is true. A lot of people don't realize that, man. It's like now they worry about this government shutdown like that may happen at the end of January.
Oh.
But here's my point. They trying to fearmonger people and oh, your health insurance gonna go sky high. Oh, there's always about your health insurance.
Yeah.
You know, even with Obamacare, Brother James, the reason those that had health insurance, their rates went up to cover those who didn't have health insurance.
Yep.
And that's why.
And it covered stuff that they shouldn't cover, like transgender things and shout out.
Yeah.
And all that. So, whatever.
It just
birth control.
That's what I say. The same thing.
What a mess.
And then and you remember when they fined you if you didn't have insurance, and if you can afford it, or if you didn't sign up for free health care, you were fined $2,000. Now, if people can barely afford health insurance, how are you going to fine somebody $2,000? That $2,000 is going to go to help those who didn't have health insurance.
Yeah.
Even on your phone bill, James, if you look at it's a tax on your phone bill. When you have a cell phone bill, if you look on your cell phone bill, it's a UI tax. I think it's UI, either UA or something like that.
Uh-huh.
That tax goes on your phone bill.
Wow.
When you get your cell phone bill, it's a tax that goes on there to help those who don't have cell phones.
That's crazy, man.
It's about $2 or $3, because cell phones got so many taxes, man.
Yeah, totally.
911 tax, state tax.
I didn't
tax.
know that. I had no idea.
Yeah. Yep. It's on there. It's called UI tax or something. It's like $2 or $3.
Crazy, man.
And that goes to and I believe President Obama started that. It's like it's $3 on your cell phone.
Crazy.
And it's used to help those who don't have cell phones get cell phones.
What a mess. Obama phones. Rick, I got to run, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See you in January or in church with Jesse
this
Lee
your last
Peterson.
show, James?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Well, anyway, okay then. Merry Christmas, Brother James, and Happy New Year. May it be a supernatural, healthy New Year and a supernatural, wise New Year for you all and you and your family. And the Jesse Lee Peterson Show cast and the Nick Show cast.
Right on, man. Take care.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Y'all be blessed.
You as well. And of course, Alex in California. Alex, what's up, man?
Hey, Bear, how you doing?
Doing well. How about you?
Glad I caught you on the last show. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad you did too.
Yep, just wanted to wish y'all a Merry Christmas and shout out Dylann Roof. Wonder how that guy's doing.
Yeah, we were trying to get him on the show. Jesse wanted to talk with him. Yeah, chin up king. Not that anything that he did was kingly, but chin up. Interesting that you bring him up, man.
Yeah, and then I think it's probably wise to keep Joe away with all his little court comments. I remember those vividly.
Yeah.
All right, hey, y'all have a good one.
Thank you, sir. You as well. And a shout out to Jake, who made this beautiful song. See if I can play it. Jake Husdon. He makes my AI song.
6 a.m. in LA, coffee's on the brew. James is the mic, got that alpha point of view. From the Bondi studio to the beach, walk streams. Talking truth, so calm, cutting through the screens. Calling lines open, 888-775-JLP. 333, don't lie to yourself, now come correct with me. He's reading headlines steady like a man on a mission. Christian upright, never asking permission. It's hacking news in the morning. La 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 la. Hack report, keep it rolling. La 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 la.
Country rap.
Richard Spencer in the mix. James stays cool, dropping truth that sticks. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Every day. Forgiving mothers on the narrow way.
Who needs black people anymore?
Talk to Steve King and I was sat with as in my door. Big bump bringing fire. Punch your TV on the weekend. Express holding court. While the snake pit in the chat. Keep their energy up north. Nick the anchor, baby Joe, Friday old crew. Dylann booked the guest. Now it's just James pushing through. 2 hours live, no board op. He's running it solo. Still calm as the ocean when the YouTube strikes roll. It's hacking news in the morning. La 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 la. Hack report, keep it rolling. La 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 la. Super chats, keep it floating. Cash app tips come late, but the message stays strong. Beta tears evaporate. La 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 la. Hacking news every day. Amazing what you hear when the ego steps away. He don't claim to know it all. One man even said it true. Like you don't know nothing, but it's still talk it through. Grain of salt, family friendly, no gossip, no slander. Just a man rebuilt, walking with the Father. It's hiking news in the morning. La, 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 la. From the JLP network to the beach where he walks. Trevor Wesley sings it, AJ brings the Friday flame. Lock your door, drew the logo, now we all know the name. La 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 la. Hiking news never fades. Rebuilding the man, one forgiving, call a day. Call a day, call a day. Call 1-888-775-3773. Disagree if you want, just keep it clean. And remember,
How long is this? Oh, Lord. I just cut it short. I gotta go, guys, anyway. Peace in the Middle East, or at least in your hearts. American Anchor Babies on right now. As in like a minute or two. Bye.